First off, this guy's a dumbass for even saying that sentence. As you can see, I said dumbass, okay? Which then he gets all pissed off and he thinks he's all cool and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna challenge me. I could beat you any day. And I'm like, really? I already got someone who wants to battle me. Do I really have to waste my time versus you? And he's like, yes, you're a fucking noob. Now I'm waiting. And I'm like, fuck, fine, I'll battle you, you freaking idiot. So, here's a battle versus this guy. Take a good look at my team because you won't be seeing it that much. Just saying. A little bit of foreshadowing for you guys. Anyways, got here battle versus Lancalot, who apparently doesn't know how to spell Lancalot. And he leads off with my mother. Apparently, a lot of Pokemon batters nowadays like to name their Pokemon after their opponent's mothers. I don't understand. But, yeah. So I switch out because, he's grass and water type into my Hariyama. And he switches into a Steelix, and I'm like, okay, that's a pretty good switch, I guess, but I'm still thinking this guy at least knows how to play this game, so I'm gonna go for the knockoff, predicting either the switch or just knocking it off is probably better than cross-chopping because, it's a Steelix. Steelix could probably take the hit pretty well. So let's get rid of that leftovers. And Z goes for Double Edge, and I'm like, alright, that's cool, Double Edge, whatever. It's a good move. Rock Head, all that fun stuff. Get healed by leftovers, Sandstorm, all that stuff, and I'm thinking, alright, he's a Steelix, let's just go into CRimZ, because it's perfect, why not? But he double switches, or he switches on my Switch, and goes into Dusclops, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Dusclops, I mean, Dusclops really can't do anything to it. The only standard sets that really could do anything is ones with Ice Beam or Nightshade. Even Ice Beam won't even break the sub in one hit, so I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna go for sub as he goes for Will-O-Wisp, and I'm like, that's great, cool. Good prediction on my part, I guess, not really. And I'm just gonna lay down a couple of layers of spikes. He goes for Shadow Punch. I'm like, okay, Shadow Punch, that works. Sandstorm Rages, leftovers, all that fun stuff that nobody loves to see at the end of a turn. And I go for spikes again, because I'm thinking, well, he's not doing anything, so yeah, spikes, woo! And, yeah, so he switches back into my mother, and, I go for another layers of spikes. And, whatever, I guess. It's not a big of a deal. Yeah, nothing much else to say here, other than, leftovers recovery. And I'm gonna go for Drill Peck, and I know CRimZ might be faster, but I guess he doesn't have any speed. Or maybe it's just like, they're just slower than me, I don't know. Whatever, I go for Drill Peck and I kill it, so that's pretty cool. Ludicolo dies, and it's threat averted. That thing was a pretty big threat, I'm not gonna lie. So he goes into Mence. Mence is like, okay, this thing is probably gonna go for Fire Blast. I want to do as much damage as I can, maybe 2 Dragon Claws won't kill, or 1 Dragon Claw won't break the sub, and then he goes for Fly, and I'm like, okay, let's go for Roar, because I know Fly's not going to do anything, and I can roar him into something, and it takes spikes damage, as well as I can just use spikes again if he goes into something like his Dusclops. So yeah, let's just go for more of them spikes, shall we? And that is what I proceed to do. As his Dusclops goes for Future Sights? What? Okay. Future Sight, yeah, that's, yeah. So I'm gonna go for Drill Peck because I have all 3 layers of spikes and a substitute, so there's really no point in switching. So he goes for Shadow Punch again. Gets a crit. Still doesn't break my sub. And I'm like, well then, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna go for Drill Peck again. And attempt to kill you. Goes for Drill Peck again. I don't kill it. It's another hit, and I'll take it out. He goes for Shadow Punch again. Still doesn't break the sub. Sandstorm rages on. And finally, after like 7 hits, 7 or 8, 6, somewhere around there hits on my sub, it finally breaks. Because Future Sight hits normal damage, not very effective or anything. It's not affected by weakness or resistance, so yeah, there's that. So I'm just gonna go for Drill Peck again. I guess he predicts my switch, or predicts the Drill Peck. I don't know. And I go for I'm just gonna go for sub again as he goes for the Earthquake. Okay, let's go for that. He goes for strength. When I saw strength, I almost fell out of my chair laughing. Like, I really did. I was like, are you kidding? Is this guy trolling me? Like, I don't even... Is he really just messing with me, or does he really suck this bad? Like, I really thought he sucked this bad. He goes for Dragon Claw. Surprisingly, it doesn't break the sub. I would have thought, you know, after an earthquake, it would have at least broke the sub. But, you know, whatever. I get a crit here, which is like, well, that's nice, I guess. I saved my substitute, and he dies from Sandstorm. I mean, it's not like it mattered that much. And yeah. So, I don't even remember what he sends in. I really don't. He sends in Def. Oh, this thing. He sends in a Jinx, which I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty big threat. Except, you know, I'm behind a sub and stuff. He goes for Blizzard. Kind of surprised a hit, just because, you know, he's stupid. But I guess I'll pity him and let him hit a really bad accurate move. I need to learn English. I go for Dropeg. Still doesn't almost kill it, but then Sandstorm takes it out. It's just the beauty of Sandstorm. I love it. And leftovers. So yeah, there's that. And gonna go for that. So now he has 3 pokes left. He goes into All, or ALL capital I, and then he goes for Solar Beam. Out of everything, I was like, you know, he might actually have the hidden power fire, and I might just die. I kind of want to sweep him with this Skarm, but then he goes for Solar Beam, and I'm like, man, you were so close to not getting 6-0'd, but you are just bad. You know, I don't even like doing battles like this, where it's just like, yeah, this guy sucks so much, I'm just gonna post him being dick. But, I don't know, from what he was saying, I kind of feel like he deserved it. I don't know about you guys. Plus, someone else really begged me to post it because he wanted to watch, so, yeah, I'm gonna post it. So, he goes for Double Edge on my sub, and yeah, and I roar him out into Pat the Dusclops. And that's that, and he only has 1 poke left, which is a Steelix, which will die to 2 hits via Drill Peck. So what have we learned today? If you suck at this game, don't call someone out for a Pokemon battle. Especially if they have access to YouTube and subscribers. And unless you want to get humiliated and you suck this bad, then by all means. But, don't do it. You just got 6-0 swept by Skarmory. I've only said that one time before, which was versus one wizard for LeBron, which I swept him with a Swords Dance Skarmory. That actually took, like, hard work to do. And then he DCs at the end. I thought that was icing on the cake. That doesn't really matter. And then at the end, the best part about the end is that he says he brought the wrong team, and that's why he lost. That's all I gotta say. That's the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed this pitiful excuse for a battle. And more battles to come. Hopefully not like this one. And I'll see you guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. That's it.